Well, I'm still walking pretty good. And come on here to my ecotric, and then I'll ride my ecotric down as I see a spider on my thing here. Where'd the spider go? Anyways, go down and get my other bike. Well, hello everybody, Papa Blue Shirt. It's a beautiful day, about 72 degrees, and we're gonna ride. My back is getting slowly better, and the hard part now is to not overdo it and slow my progress. But we'll probably ride 30 or 40 miles a day, and I'll take you along for the ride. So let's get going. Well, nice day, and yeah, my sciatica really hurts right now, but hopefully it'll get better. I want to get to 15,000 miles this year. It's my plan anyways. And it's going to be hard to do if I'm hurting real bad. So hopefully Papa's on the mend here. I'm spacing out and not giving you a starting thing. It looks like it's 1786. Well, that's where we're starting today. Well, I picked out today to record because they said it was going to be not very windy, but my wife told me it was pretty windy, so she was right. But hopefully this DJI mic will work all right. It works pretty good when there's not extreme winds. When you get the 40 and 50 mile an hour winds, it gets overwhelmed, but just your normal everyday winds, it does pretty good. But it's a pretty nice day today. It does feel a little cooler than I thought. Yeah, I suppose a lot of you still got some pretty cold weather where you live. It's starting to break here. It has broke, but it keeps going back and forth. I had 80s one day and 40s the next, or 30s the next. So it makes it a real challenge when you're trying to figure out what to wear. But we'll get it. Yeah, and then there's certain areas that there ain't no wind at all. It's kind of weird. Like right on that corner there, there was no wind. Now we're getting some. Well, still enjoying my new chain ring. My 56 tooth chain ring. Slowed my cadence down just enough to kind of help my back. Still feels like I'm pedaling pretty fast, but I can really tell the difference when I go from this to my H8. My H8's got a 50 tooth. And I can really tell the difference. I'm all the time looking for another gear to shift up into. Yeah, I don't see no traffic out here at all today. Speaking of traffic, I uploaded a video, a short the other day, just kind of expressing my dismay that someone chose to pass me on a hill where he couldn't see. It was a double line, and I had to turn the comments off because all the stupid comments I got. It was my fault because I was riding on the road, and you know, even though most of these roads are designated as bike paths, they have signs all over that say share the road with bicycles. And you know, and as you know, if you ride a bike, I mean, you got just as much a right being on the road as anybody else. In fact, you can walk down the road. I mean, it's still a free country. But you know, God forbid that you would slow someone in a car for 1 second. then you're impeding the traffic. So yeah, but I don't know if I'll leave this in there because I'll get a bunch of more haters. It's kind of scary that people don't have more critical thinking skills than that. They think the whole world revolves around them. And if you slow them down for 2 seconds, you know, it's the end of the world, you know. It's like, you know, I don't have to deal with this. I just turned off the comments. Because I learned a long time ago, the best way to stop those is just to not answer back. Because you can't talk any sense into them because they already got their mind made up. They're going to defend that position until the end. It's not, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know that was a bike route. That's never going to happen. Never. Because they would have to admit that they were wrong. And people have a hard time admitting that they're wrong. It's a natural tendency. And, you know, I wasn't even really complaining that much. I just said, you know, if a car comes over that hill going the other way, he's going to run me off the road. And because you know he's not going to hit the car head on. And all I was saying is that all he'd have had to do is wait 2 seconds. He'd have been to the top of the hill and they could have went around me. It's not like I was doing 2 miles an hour. I was doing 35. We have Amish buggies in our area that do way slower than I do. And so what you're going to do, you're going to outlaw them too? Oh yeah, I'm sure you would. Anyways, I'm off my soapbox now. Almost all of my bad comments, they come from shorts. I should probably just stop doing them. Or upload the shorts and just turn off the comments. But I like to give people an opportunity to, look at the rabbit. I like to give people the opportunity to interact, you know. Yeah, it gets kind of scary sometimes. That people can't think any better than that. Anyways, we're just gonna ride. We're gonna do our best to avoid cars. Like I said before, I can ride most of my ride and maybe see only 8 or 10 vehicles. So that's what I try to do. I try to stay where I'm not interacting with vehicles because they don't often do what you think they're gonna do. Yeah, it looks like they're gonna cut that field down there before they plant anything. Which makes sense. It was pretty tall with those weeds. But here's another one of our empty houses. The house itself doesn't look that bad. But with the windows broken, I bet you everything's in there eating things up. Woo, that's kind of scary one-handed on the gravel. Yeah, let's go back to the bridge to nowhere. I was coming the other day, I was riding and I got behind some farm equipment and they turned down my same road and I thought, I better follow them because they're probably going to come back around the other way. And sure enough, they come back over here. And if I remember, I'll put some footage of those guys in here. See if I can catch up to him. They take up that whole bridge, look at that. Well, they happen to be going my way. I'm glad I'm not coming up the other way. That'd be rough. Ah. Well, this bridge gonna be tight. Gonna be tight. Not much room for air there. Not much room for air. I can smell those weeds. Note to self, if I meet one on this back road, I need to turn around and go the other way. Well, I normally go the other way around, but I got a feeling that they're going back there somewhere, and he decided to just go this way because it'd be a little easier to access. And so I don't want to meet them going the other way. Yep, just like I thought. Yeah, there they are, all three in their glory. I'd be meeting them about soon. I wonder if they're going to the bridge to nowhere. That'd be kind of neat watching them go across there. Yep, that's where they're going. So I might have been all right to go around the block that way. Well, this is the one time that you'll see traffic on this bridge to nowhere. Yeah, it's going to be a tight fit for them to go across that bridge. Oh, there goes the truck. It'll be a tight fit. Look how tight that is. Oh, that's tight. Picks up the whole thing. Turn yet. Oh, that was tight. Really tight. I didn't expect to have this today. But they could barely make it through here. They were hitting these edges as they were coming through to my bridge to nowhere. I wish they'd fix this edge here. I know 8 cars probably come through here the whole week, but make it nicer for me when I come back here. If they can build a bridge to nowhere, they could add that little edge there just for me. But as you see, it doesn't technically go nowhere, but that gate is usually closed. And there's some farmers out there. You know, they built this here and they made it a turn in there and they couldn't get through, so they just drove through it. Anyways, I'm surprised they come back here and they spray paint all the bad words off, and I'm surprised they even maintain it because, like I said, ain't nothing come back here. All the time I've come back here, I've only met a truck coming down this road just once. And that was probably the farmer. That was probably the person they built the road for. I mean, as you can see, the road's in really bad shape. You wouldn't think there'd ever be a $1.6 million bridge at the end of it. But there is. And this is why I like riding down here, because, you know, it is pretty windy out there, but down here it's not that bad. I can't do it all, daggum. Look at the sheep out there in the field. It scared me to death. It scared me. Oh, that dog waited until I got right even with him, and then he's rah, 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 rah. Oh, it scared me. I didn't know where it was coming from. Got a turkey vulture out there. Well, we'll go up here and see if the dogs go after us today. The last few times, they just looked at me. So I think I might have broken them of it. So we'll see. Yeah, just the 2 puppies come out today, it looks like. So maybe I'm breaking them of it. People say I shouldn't torment those dogs, but The dogs enjoy it. But they've gotten so used to it now, it ain't no big deal me going through there, so. Getting them trained. A lot windier here today than what they said it was going to be. Seems like that's always the case though. I should be used to it by now. But my 360 camera keeps saying that it's not fast enough. I need to reformat it, so I don't know what kind of footage I'll have with that. Well, that was one of those rare occasions where I meet a car on this back road, or a truck as the case may be. But they usually get over really far as they can, because most people are very courteous. You get a few of them, but most of them are good. Oh, great. Spraying out in the field there. I think I might want to go home a different way. Well, I met 2 cars on this road today, so that's an unusual occurrence. I must be coming right when they're coming home from work or something. Well, what's your goal for miles this year? Do you set goals? Leave a comment down below. How many miles you hope to do this year? Or kilometers, as the case may be. I had to go out on the highway because I didn't want to go back by that guy spraying. And I only had one vehicle come up from behind. I was able to turn off before he come up to me, so that worked out well. I try to avoid all interactions with vehicles if I could help it. It's not always possible, but I do my best to make it happen when I can. Well, I don't want to push it too hard today. Got some pain in my leg and stuff, so I think I'm gonna head back toward the house. Trying my best not to overdo it. It goes against my nature, but I'm gonna try. Otherwise, I might regret it later. But this was a pretty fun ride other than the wind. Look at the lizard. Sitting out there in the sun. Well, there's what we ended up. 1825. I don't remember what it was, but put it on the screen here. The Philodo Jumbo. Alrighty, well, we had a nice little ride there. Didn't go as far as usual, but like I said, I need to try to take it slow as I get back healthy again. Alrighty, well, thanks for riding with me today. Goodbye, good luck, and may the good Lord take a liking to you.